Can you hear me now? Alright. So who wants me to name someone after them? What name should I use? Type it in the chat box. Type it in. Just do it. Come on. Try hosting me for a while to see if you can even hear me. It says I'm live. It's crazy. Name someone Pindar Stuffum or would you be mad if I host it? Pindar. I wanted you to host mine so that okay, but I'm not going to see what anyone's doing. So. Yeah. Your sound on the it's too loud. I barely hear what you're saying. I can hear the sound. Is it too loud? Do you want to try the assassin? Is it too loud? Do you want to try the assassin? Is it too loud? Alright, talk right into it, just a normal voice. This is my normal voice. This is the voice I'm going to be using. This is my normal voice. This is the voice I'm going to be using. Alright, ready? We're going to count down from 17. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You were echoing too. Everything you said was playing on here, and then I could hear it again. So I had to mute my... You gotta do what you gotta do. It's because of the internet. Thanks for watching, all one of you. 2 of you. Oh, and I have to turn this fan on, otherwise this thing will overheat and shut off. It's really hot right now. So that should make it a little more difficult to hear, but it shouldn't be too bad. My plan is to make it out of Sector 1 this time. I don't think it'll work. I did do a Kessler run earlier today and beat it. And I also have bad allergies, so pardon the sniffles. There's just going to be a lot of them. I guess I'm allergic to freedom or something, I don't know. I'm gonna put this fire out, hopefully. And we're gonna put this fire out like this. Ventilation. If my Combat 1 drone started hitting things, that'd be pretty cool. I thought I had shields. Yeah, there are shields. We could have went the more oxygenated way, but that's alright. Why don't you stop here and fix the oxygen? My goodness gracious. Let's do it this way. I'm staying in this area as long as I can. I'll jump right before the next solar flare. I want to get that oxygen up just in case. I plan on getting a better weapon and using the defense drone. I really don't like having to use the combat drone as my only means of actually attacking. Oh no, my doors. Now when things start on fire, I won't be able to vent. And I want to get my shields to level 2 as soon as possible. That's just me. I don't know if it's the right way to do it. That's the way I want to do it. I want to get my shields to level 2. So this is 1 right now, because they go in pairs. And then I want to get my engines up to level 5. Alright, I don't really have the power to do that. Unless we do that. Nice. Distress, distress. $12 scrap. Yes! It's about as good as you could possibly do ever. Wait, no, you could do way better than that. Never mind. I don't spend a lot of time reading through these. Maybe I should slow down a bit. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices in a spectrum of frequencies and languages. I'm going to ignore. In my last run, which I didn't stream at all or record, was probably why I won. I kept docking and I kept doing those. I kept saying yes to these and I kept losing crew members. And then I got a clone bay and that was a lot better because then they just come right back. Alright, I will be relying on flying rocks in space to take down the shields of this. Oh look, already worked. Wow, that was a really quick fight. Achievement unlocked. I hardly lifted a finger. I'm a little curious With the entry cruiser, destroy an enemy ship using only drones, no weapons. Not too bad. It'd be nice to find a weapon floating in space. That'd be pretty cool. The Ion Blast 2, I mean, it's pretty good for an Ion Blast, or it's terrible maybe, I have no idea. I just don't like anything that takes up that much power, unless it's absolutely dominating. It does seem to charge up pretty quickly. My goal is for the combat drone to fire as soon as the Ion takes the shields down, and I timed it really well on that one. I don't know if I can keep timing it that well, but that's the plan. Alright, after I kill this ship, I'm going to upgrade my power by 1, and then I will take off my med bay, because I don't really see the point in using it unless someone needs it. And that'll give me that second shield. And then there may be a store nearby, so otherwise I would just buy the power. If I don't find a store here or here or here, and I don't think I'll have a chance to go here because I want to go to the quest. I'm going to go to the quest now. If I don't find a store, then I'll just buy the power. Oh look, a store. Thanks. I don't want to sell anything. I could sell the Ion Blast for the heavy laser. I don't like that deal. How's it looking in the chat room? I'm gonna have to hear them one at a time. I don't remember what I said. I'll read them as they go. I'm gonna stick with what we've got going for now.
Why you no repair?
I usually don't repair until we get down to around 22 or 21. Because you can have encounters where you have automatic hull repair. And let's be honest, if you're getting your hull down to like 4 or 5 this early in the game, you probably deserve to lose. Like I did the other day. Oh, look, I'm going to be diving here. Oops. I like to plan my jumps one at a time, which is the not smart way to do it.
Ah.
Oh, it's powering up its drive. If it gets away, it warns the fleet, and the fleet jump doubles, which doesn't matter at all in this scenario because I'm gonna be diving. I've never heard it called diving until Billy called it that.
Me too. Me also. GL exploration.
Thanks. Thanks for the gold. Miss. Haha. There's a 1 in 5 chance that would miss, and it missed. I don't know if that works. I'm guessing it does. It seems like it works. Pausing right as it's coming to make it miss, if you time it right. Now, if my next battle can go this well.
You're welcome.
See, a double jump there, I just passed it up, but a double jump there, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, not my unpowered medical thing. I like how it's gonna say that I have no time to gather anything except for one fuel after I kill this ship.
That ship is part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take it away.
And then I can just sit here with all this time. It seems like I have plenty of time. There's no time to salvage the enemy ship. You must jump away before the cruisers get in firing range. Alright, let me jump away as quickly as I possibly can. Oh, wait. Let's power this for now. Actually, because of the NG Medbot dispersal, they don't have to be in there. They don't have to be in the med bay to get healed. Charge up that oxygen. No time to salvage. Gotta hurry up, right? Alright, I don't want to wait any longer. Well, I don't like either of these options. There's a lot of red and purple. Let's go to purple.
Nebula.
Too late, I already chose Nebula.
Woo!
I don't know what to do here. I think I have to take my shields down. Well, they don't have enough to power their lasers, so my shields are useless. Because the missile's gonna go through them anyways, so I can just take them down. Oh, now they have enough power to power their laser. Miss! Oh, it didn't miss. I'm gonna pretend that it started a fire, because it may have. I should probably open that door too. Alright, now there's a... Oh, I can't dodge that laser in time. This is not going well. I'll be fine. See, I'm fine.
He's all behind there.
Paul, was it?
Have you ever managed a crew kill? I remember you saying that you've never had one.
I don't think I said I've never had a crew kill. I think I said I didn't have a crew kill, like, all night that night or something like that. I do get crew kill. I've had situations where I've gotten a lot of crew kills. A lot. It makes the game a lot easier. Or a lot less difficult. It's not really easier. It's still difficult, but... How's my voice coming through? Can you hear me well? I have my brother here reading the comments to me, because I'm full screen. It's the only way I know how to do this full screen. It's not true I could do it in not full screen, but I like it in full screen.
Yes.
I plan on getting better weapons and getting crew kills. You can do it with hacking if you do it right. You can do it with mind control if you do it right. For me, it's easiest with the teleporter and a clone bay. I'm going to try to go here, and then 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 maybe here, and maybe here. I don't know if I have the ability to pull all that off. Of course I'm going to attack the ship. There's no reason not to attack the ship. I don't know if I can attack this ship.
That yes was in response to the question whether his voice was coming through that.
Well, if I can ion blast this drone. Oh, that ion blast took out the missile. That's so convenient. Only it's not anymore. I might have to jump. Fix the hole in the ground.
What does the purple around the O2 mean?
It means it's being hacked. The O2 is being hacked, and I can't go through those doors without breaking them down, which I don't want to do. And I mean, I don't have to. I can go around, but this isn't going well. I'm jumping away. I can't get enough ion blasts into that drone spot, and then that drone keeps destroying my their drone defense, whatever it's called. It keeps destroying my combat drone, and I have 9 drone parts left. I don't think I can keep spending drone part after drone part. It costs a lot. I was hoping for a weapon here. No dice. Let me know if my stream's working. It just errored out on me. But I think it was my viewing of the stream, which I'm not really looking at it. I think it should be fine.
DOH.
I wonder if that's Klingon or just a typo. I don't know Klingon, and then I don't usually know typos. Except for the blood type O.
I haven't noticed any problems with the stream.
Have you seen my gameplay? That's a problem with the stream.
I got a problem.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
This is where I die from intruders on board. Alright, so from what I can tell, they're near oxygen and heading towards engine, maybe? So I'm sending weapons guy to the doors. Alright. And now they can't bust through the door.
I have type O blood. I will
Universal donor. think. Maybe receiver, but I'm pretty sure it's donor. Die. Die. Alright. Let's make some oxygen work. Oh, positive? Oh, positive. Alright, you fix in here, and you fix in here.
Oh, negative is universal donor. That's legs, blood type.
Legs. Hey, Legs. Why aren't you watching, Legs? Watch, Legs. Go get Legs. Text him or something. He'll know what that means. I think I can do the quest.
Ask your doctor. She'll know what to do.
Here, and then maybe here. Actually, from here I could go here. But then I can't jump
He's not
amongst...
here. He's in
Yeah, whatever.
WA.
Washington?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll give you 4 fuel. Yeah. 28 scrap. That's it? That's what that quest was? I don't think that was a very good deal.
Give him the one. Give him one.
For 28 scrap, that's what for. I gave him 4 for 28 scrap.
You're now pretty low on fuel. Why did you do that?
Because I thought I'd get something good out of it. I took a chance, and it didn't pay off. Well, you know, it did pay off, because fuel is, I think, 3 scrap per unit, so...
You got it. You sold for 6 scrap.
So I got a good deal.
Fail.
I could do flak too. I'd sell this for 35 and this for 25. That's 60, 80, so I'm spending an extra 20.
Get the flak too. Yeah, sell that. Oh, definitely. Sell the iron blast too and buy a hack for flak. I would. Oh, shit.
If I get the clone bay, then I can sell the NG Medbot dispersal.
Sell the NG Medbot dispersal anyways.
I like it. It's probably not that great, but I like it.
You're using this crap now.
I like the clone bay a lot. The thing about the clone bay is that when I screw up and people die, as long as there's power to my clone bay, which I've screwed that up too before, but as long as I don't screw that up, I'm good to go. They come back to life. That's kind of what I did with my last run. I did whatever quests, and I got the land use guys who sucked the oxygen out of the room, and I got rid of it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I want the defense drone.
Because if you flak your shield down in the combat zone, can attack.
I don't want it. Well, yeah, I plan on getting another weapon. I'm not just going to use the one. I plan on actually using 3 weapons. Eventually. Whew. No misses. Yeah, see, I took out piloting indoors And I damaged shields, and I damaged weapons with one flak shot. So
This game seems to use a lot of those public domain NASA photos.
NASA? NASA?
Capital letters I read.
Capital.
Like I'm pretty sure the background here is a close-up of a picture of Barnon's leaf from Hubble.
It's pronounced Hubly. No, that's not right. Yeah, I'll rescue this store. I'll use this store. Flak 1? Oh, man. If you get the scrap recovery on this early, it can be quite useful. Because you get, I think, 10% extra scrap. You were supposed to miss. Well, that didn't do anything. Defense drone, feel free to shoot the missiles as they come in. Thank you. I should probably start using my flak again. Man, 2 NG fighting another NG. It's like the slowest fight. Do some damage. Let's target the piloting so they can't jump. It's probably going to say jump imminent. Jump imminent. Don't be imminent. Be out imminent. Pretty lame.
Oh, you let him get away.
Did I? Did I let him get away? There's too many stores. This is 4 stores in this sector. If I had more than 30 scrap. Oh, cool. Nothing. Now we're in bad shape. Oh, and they have ASB, which stands for Anti-Ship Battery.
Yeah.
My run might end here.
You did let him get away.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die because of running out of fuel, but I don't know what to say. I mean, I bought fuel. Unless I didn't buy fuel, I'm pretty sure I bought fuel several times. Usually you win fuel. You get fuel from winning fights. But I haven't had that luck this time around. Well, but I sold it for a profit and then I bought fuel right back. I mean, I guess the profit wouldn't matter, but... Jump imminent again? Alright, I get 1 fuel. I get 2 fuel.
Still did better than last time.
It's not over yet. It's pretty much over, but I got a shot. I'm not dived right now. My drone can take down these missiles, and their drone can take down 1 or 2 of my 7 flak shots coming in.
We'll probably die again.
I don't think they can really get anything past my shields. The missiles could, but the defense drone's going to take them down every time. I think I'll be fine here. It's possible that they won't work, but I'm pretty sure 2 missiles would have to hit. Because I think these are the Artemis or whatever. The small missiles. I think they only do 1 damage. Whoa! Wow! 5 hull repaired? Nice. I want the halberd beam a little bit. That takes a lot of power. Okay, we're spending all our scrap on fuel and repairs. And we're right back in it. The problem is, we were supposed to be making like a profit there, and we didn't. But at least we're still alive. But I'm gonna need to get my shields upgraded again. Somewhere in this pirate-controlled Sector 4. We have a lot of civilian sectors coming up ahead, so should be hopefully able to do well there. But I'd like to start getting some crew kills. Or 1 crew kill. I haven't had the best of luck getting the weapons I want. No, I don't want to do it like that. Wow, that flak is working well right now. Was working well. I got my shields back just in time. In fact, why aren't these guys fixing shields? That's probably what I should focus on. Oh, man.
Was that explosion in the background something to know about?
It's an ion. It's an ion star, or whatever they call it. Of course. I gotta do better at not letting them jump. Stop ioning. Ionizing. I don't think ions really work like that in real life. But what do I know?
I don't think they call it an iron star.
Do you know why Billy Kirby calls his drone Steven?
No.
Like what started that? Oh, lucky shot. Oh, it didn't explode. I
All
don't
stars
know.
are ion stars, though. They're made of plasma.
That's what Flak 2 can do. I just wish it would do that more often. Yeah, I like those. Let's take a chance. No. An ion is a charged particle. Benji are not good at fighting. Oh, no one's in the doors. That's a mistake. No. I have to pause because I can't get the right doors to do what I want them to do. And this guy, I don't want him to die, I want the oxygen to work.
Well, an ion is a charged particle with a nucleus, 3 electrons, and an ion.
There's no oxygen in here? He's gonna die. That's one way to do it. I feel like I need another weapon bar just so that when it takes damage, it doesn't shut off. These are the best 2 human intruders in the history of intruding. They're gonna kill me. I can't dodge or evade anything. My defensive drone is useless. I can't jump. I can't not explode. I have to explode.
I don't like that the guy I named is almost dead.
Well, someone died and then came back to life because of the clone bag.
Well, not anymore.
I kind of wanted like a burst laser 1 even, if not 2, and a flak 1. That would have made it less difficult. I just didn't get the weapons I wanted. Yeah, she's named Rebecca, and I'm like, who's Link at Rebecca Black?
Alright, I'm gonna quit.
Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna host again. Maybe I can play Kerbal Space Program. What? What an exciting idea. Kerbal Space Program. I'm gonna have to window this. I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out. I should just, like, have a second screen right here. It'd be really cool if, when I double-clicked Kerbal Space Program, it would load up. Here, it's loading finally. I want to do some kind of... I mean, the Elu mission is just going to take forever. Should I work on the Elu mission? Or should I try something else? What should I do in Kerbal Space Program right now? Well, first things first, let's try to get windowed. Alright, if you're sure you want to do that. You know, it's okay. I want to see if I can't do this windowed anyways. Well, it's windowed, but it's kind of just right here in the middle. Alright, that's fine. I wanna just try this, because I'm gonna need to do it on my own eventually. Let's try a smaller resolution. I want to just kind of grab it and move it, but I can't do that. It's centering itself, and there's no... whatever they call the bar on the top with the X to close and all that. No, none of that. Alright. That'll work. No, I'm not going to the mohole. I can't go to the mohole. That's gonna take way too long. But I could time accelerate, right? Right? Huh. Let's try to zoom out a bit. I haven't unlocked. I still have no mods installed. I had a bunch with 0.90 and then I haven't installed any mods yet. And I haven't even unlocked everything. Like this remote guidance unit and this bigger remote guidance unit and this thermoelectric generator. RTG they call it. I could try to find a newly discovered Class Alpha asteroid and bring it into an orbit around Kerbin. Should I do that, or should I try to find another contract? Or should I try to go to the mohole? I'll take a vote. Everyone in the chat room, all one of you, you vote on what you want me to do, and I'll try to do that. You're gonna have to type it again, Tim. I mean, L18267. Oh, there's two people! Two people! Do you even know what the mohole is? No? The planet that's supposed to be Mercury, or the equivalent of Mercury, there was a programming error on the North Pole. The altitude is like 0, like it's at the center of the planet, or something like that. And it was like a bug, and they decided to keep it in there. So try to get a probe to it, and then go as deep into it as you can. Alright, that's 3 votes from 2 people. Is this like Florida voting, or... So we're gonna do the Probodobodobodine Octo 2. Oops. Grab it and move it. You can't grab it and move it? Oh, okay. And we're gonna give it some... Xenon. Watch me fail to even get into orbit. Let's say this is number 3 to make it seem like we've been working on this for a while. That'll fool them. Yeah, apparently they added radiators. I haven't even designed a ship since then, so... I guess these are them. I'll add that later. I haven't designed a ship in this game in a long time. Alright, it's actually number 1, so... Well, I've done it before, but... Let's put one on top there. boy, this is a tiny resolution. And these are permanent. When you deploy them, they can't be taken back in, but that's fine. I'm not going to need any more to power ion when I'm that close. Alright, let's put a stack separator. I also heard that there were changes made to the atomic rocket. Where is it? Yeah, the more parachutes, the better. I feel like you need maybe 100 parachutes to successfully land on Duna, because the atmosphere is so thin, you may as well just act like it doesn't have an atmosphere at all. Set that over to the side. It still only uses liquid fuel, right? Yes. Oh, no, I heard that the changes that were made had to do with the liquid fuel tank. Because they weren't holding as much fuel as they should have been, or something like that. This tank here. Yeah, it was only holding 150 fuel. Now it's up to 400. Maybe we could bring some science there. Let's do, like... accelerometer and temperature. Let's try to land in the moho without crashing, if that's even possible. I need to install Kerbal Engineer. I don't know how much delta V I have, and I don't do the math. I just kind of guess. And it's never failed me over and over and over again. It's failed me occasionally here or there, but never too much. I've been pretty good with it. Oh man, my sniffles are getting pretty sniffly. Yes, landing struts I'll do just for fun. That's a good call. I should do one landing strut. I will not go overboard with Delta V, and I will not asparagus stage on this ship. What I will do is add some docking ports in case I need to bring up fuel while it's in low Kerbin orbit. You know, that might not be enough xenon. I always bring so much extra xenon. Can you make it straighter? That's what she said. Now let's use these. Did you plan it? No, I'm Moho. Yeah, Moho is a planet, I guess. I always thought that was a poorly written line on that scene in The Office. When Phyllis said, "Did you plan it?" Could have been written better. Sneeze alert! Sneeze alert. Really, Tim? Come on. I was thinking about that same line earlier today. Did you plan it? Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to change my staging a bit. I will be adding those control surfaces. This thing's going to blow up in the atmosphere a lot. It's been so long since I've designed anything. The bullet that I showed you on that other video, that was a long time ago. That's weird. I guess that's not weird. Whatever. Hey, why don't we just save it and launch it and see what happens? Oh, what did I forget now? I wasn't planning on saving that, but apparently I saved that. No, stop. Stop. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop going that direction. I should have used some fairings. I always forget fairings. Hey, they didn't explode. Nothing's exploded up here yet. They don't have any temperature gauges on any of these parts, do they? They had it in the Deadly Reentry. They always had temperatures. Did they fix the memory leak for the temperature gauges? Whoa. I like putting the liquid fuel rockets on the first stage. I usually don't necessarily use the thrust with them. Sometimes I do. I wasn't going to, and then I kind of forgot and did it. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did cut thrust when I was starting to spin out of control with the liquid fuel, and I turned them back on right as I jettisoned the SRBs, which the SRBs, they always come back and crash into something and destroy it. That is like the thing I'm horrible at. That and flipping over, but I didn't flip over. We're in space, we're in space. I've never been more excited about being less excited about being in space. If you couldn't tell, I'm exhausted right now. Hey, here's an idea. Oh, and I forgot the lights again. Darn it! Yeah, I've had issues with Separatrons. If it crashes, then I try to put Separatrons on it, and a lot of times they crash anyways. I have to get the Separatrons just right. So one of the more annoying things about 1.0, I had seen no evidence for a while that, yeah, I saw your tutorial, I was doing it that way, and I was making so many changes when it wouldn't work. I would have them go sideways or move them slightly off to the side to try to get to spin. It was just, it had to be set up perfectly, and whatever the default was, or like the 90-degree change, it wouldn't necessarily get the job done for me, if that makes any sense. Also, I know that for flipping over, you can transfer fuel forwards. But I only have liquid fuel up here, so it's not going to drain from those. You know what we really want to see more is your Subnautica videos. And I know you made some kind of excuse for not doing them. Like, how is the frame rate was really poor? Hey, I'm at Moho already with a probe. I don't remember doing that. So far, this launch is going really well. Alright, so I want to burn on the day side of the planet, right? I forget. Yeah, the day side. .5, and my periapsis is at 5. It looks like it's inside the orbit, but I guess it isn't. I don't know, we'll see. The thing about Subnautica is that I'm just horrible at that game. I haven't played it in a long time. I have this thing called a job for the summer, and it's weird. Like, you get up early in the morning, and then you drive away, and then you show up and you do this thing called work. And it's a lot of fun, I really like it. But then when you get home, you're tired, or that's just me, I guess. I'm pretty tired when I get home. Yeah, this might actually take a while, so I'm gonna start this early. I don't have a whole lot of fuel left. I have 90 left. This job thinks, yeah, it's pretty bad. I like it. They pay me money to work, and then I call the office, and then I have to explain because they don't know it. I know, that is horrible. This engine's so efficient. 800 seconds of specific impulse. Anyways, let me go back to what I was saying before. Because in 0.90, these photovoltaic panels and the other ones with the casings or whatever you call, they function the same exact way as one another. And then with 1.0, the difference is that once you deploy these, you can't retract them. Only the ones with the casings can be retracted. So I had space planes with these, I chose these, and they stuck out of the cargo bay. And then when I wanted to bring the space plane back, they just kind of clipped through. I couldn't, it's ridiculous. I couldn't get them to, they look so stupid. I just wanted to retract them. And that was on that Duna mission. I think it was a Duna. Maybe that was when I got a space plane on Eve and somehow got it back up. I had more power and there was a lot of docking going on there, but I just wanted to retract my. I wanted to repudiate. I wanted to retract my solar panels, and I'm so tired. I got like an hour and 15-minute drive ahead of me tonight. I'm planning on it because of the dog. She doesn't get food there. Yep. I'm going to be able to reach Moho under the power of this nuclear engine. I was not expecting that. Although I do have that 7-degree plane change up ahead. Right here at the descending node. And then I'll have to make more adjustments because there was a pretty big difference of where I was going to be reaching Moho, but I'll figure that out later. I'm not Scott Manley, but I'd say I'm better at Kerbal Space Program than I am at FTL, that's for sure. Can't right click on these? Can't deploy or anything? Why don't we see what gravity is like and then get that 0 science. Same with temperature. Okay, so I guess, yeah, the temperature will give me readings based on internal components. But I can't actually... In the deadly reentry, you could right-click on radiators and basically any part, and it would tell you the temperature. Well, getting to orbit, it's pretty easy, and yet it's also easy to screw up. I don't know, there's so many times when I have a vessel designed and I launch it and it's like, nah, I'm gonna turn around and go back in the middle of its descent, or ascent. Its ascent becomes a descent, and I'm not cool with that. A lot of times I'd be heading east and it would just do one flip and I just cut the engine until it's completely flipped. And then I can actually get it back into orbit. I lose a lot of speed, and that's kind of annoying, but that's what the extra delta V is for. Well, even when I do put fairings on, which isn't as often as I should, I run into the same issue a lot. That's not too bad. That's not too... I mean, it's obviously far, but it could be way, way farther. this is a pretty expensive. That's a lot of delta V. Warp to next maneuver. Can I warp to my next maneuver, please? Oh, maybe if I left click instead of right click. How's your FTL going?
Really good, actually.
Watching the Billy Kirby, or did he stop?
I don't know.
No, I actually, when I was designing it, I thought I should put bearings on, and then I forgot. Okay, it was like right at half of the amount of liquid fuel, so I'm going to be able to make this entire burn, because the last burn was 2000 delta V, and this was, what, 1400? So I will still be on nuclear propulsion after this burn. And then we go to Xenon. Xenon seems like it's going to be so good. And then we start ionizing, or whatever they call it, and 2 kilonewtons, and that just takes forever. I do not have any RCS at all on this vessel. I'm going to use Xenon for landing, and it's not going to be enough thrust, but hey, that's what these landing legs are for. Litho braking, is that what it's called? We'll be coming in hot. You saw my other 2 videos on YouTube. I don't land, I crash. Maybe if I would have brought parachutes. No, I probably should have thought that through a little bit better, because... And I need to double check the numbers of the delta V requirements and all that, at all the different bodies in the Kerbal system, because I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that with one Xenon engine you can land on Gilly and maybe Minmus, probably not. It's just not enough thrust. Although it should be pretty light, especially if I use up a lot of the Xenon gas. That's fine. It's about as good as you can get. Let's see if there's a way I can not spend so much delta V. So that's a lot of delta V. But when I do get this encounter, it'll be one of those hyperbolic encounters, I believe they call. That's what they call it. And maybe not. It should be a lot easier because we're almost in the same orbit. It should be a lot easier to actually slow down in time and not fly past Moho. Oops. Never tell me the odds. Yeah, I've never used these radiators before. I think I mentioned that earlier. I've never seen them, so I just knew about them. The nice thing, I don't know if I said it or not, on my Elu mission, you saw all those huge solar panels. You need so much power. Well, because we're so close to the sun, I mean, I might not even have needed these. I could have probably just put a few of the single panels on the sides and had enough power to power the ion engine. No, I'm not concerned with that encounter. I'm concerned if I can realistically get that encounter, because it's a 3,000 meter per second burn. I know I'm going to run out of liquid fuel at this part. Well, yeah, and I designed that Elu mission so long ago. I couldn't have radiators on that. I want to get Kerbal attachment system, and I don't know what you can or cannot attach with that. I know you can do simple things like struts. It'd be nice to be able to attach a radiator, or if you could attach a docking port. I don't know how realistic that would be, but yeah, I don't think it would be that much more liquid fuel. It would be more, you're right, but I don't think it would be that much more. Watch how fast this thing flies away. Ready, and fire. Wow, it's so fast. May as well put the gear down. See, it looks pretty good here. Any closer, it doesn't look so good. Oops. It's getting warmer. You know, I keep saying I don't know which mods are compatible with 1.04, but I haven't really checked since 1.0 came out on any of the mod pages. I'm sure most of them will be fine. I don't even know if they still do deadly re-entry. Part of me wants to just turn off the stock heating system and do deadly re-entry. Should we do some physics acceleration? That'll speed things up a bit. Well, that's a pretty big sun. A whopping 2 kilonewtons. There. Oh, that's not good. We need that power back. We don't have as much energy flow, so hopefully our temperature isn't right. It's actually lowering because we're not getting that direct sunlight, but we're getting enough to keep the charge. Or does that not make a difference? No, it doesn't seem to make a difference. It sounded good to me, in theory. Yeah, we have so much xenon gas. I didn't even need to bring these extra xenon containers. I totally shooted it. No, click on this one. 657. So they're draining simultaneously. I probably could have just used one. Well, maybe not. But the 2 tanks would have been enough. I may have done too good of a job getting that descending node right at 0, because I kind of want to be in a polar orbit if I'm going to the Moho. Since I have so much xenon, it won't be an issue, but just a little more maneuvering I'll have to do. An encounter. Let's get that encounter to be a close encounter. Okay, that's close enough. Yeah, this is the part I'm editing out whenever I figure out how to do that for the YouTube version of this. Whenever I figure out how to put this on YouTube. You know what? That looks very polar to me. I'd have to download it from Twitch, which I'm sure I can do something like that. Because it's still going to take a long time to burn. I went a little farther than I wanted to there, but that's okay. You know, I could switch to the Moho probe and try to go in the Moho. So, I was catching Scott Manley do his live stream. I've never caught one before. And I asked him a question, and he answered it. And I don't think I worded the question as well as I should have. I said, Scott, will you be playing FTL again? And he read it, and he said, will I be playing FTL again? Yes, of course I'll play it again. And when he said it like that, I thought, well, maybe I should have asked what I meant to ask. Is he going to be streaming it again? Or uploading videos of it to YouTube? Which I'm sure he would, if he plays it again, because he kind of does that a lot. But I want to see him play that game again. And I also want to see a sequel to Interstellar Quest that isn't um, the tutorial for beginners. He's kind of done a lot of that already. I think he's at 29 episodes. And I know he said he wants to do it, the real solar system. He just wants to make sure the mods are all compatible. Maybe I'll do it. You know, I used real solar system for a while. That was back when you needed 4500 delta V to orbit Kerbin. And I used a ship. I think it had gone to Duna and come back before, or something like that. Maybe even Eve, not onto the planet, but yeah, it does size up the Kerbal system. But I think the ship had gone and orbited Eve and come back, or gone to Duna and come back. Same exact ship, and it took everything I had, all the fuel, just to get into low Kerbin orbit. It's like 10,000 delta V. That is just a lot. That's ridiculous. I didn't do much with it. I don't even think I went to the moon. I mean, you have to basically, at that point, I had to basically asparagus stage about as well as I could just to be able to get into orbit. But I think, well, I know there are other mods that you can use, which will just change the orbits of the planets to make them more realistic or just different or whatever, without necessarily sizing them up. Yeah, I didn't do it until like January. I didn't know how, and I didn't feel like learning, and it's not complex, but it seemed really complex to me. And I thought I can make do without, and I was. And then eventually I just watched a video on how it worked, and I was impressed with the idea, and I started doing it. It doesn't quite feel like cheating, but it does feel like, you know, if you have to asparagus stage to do a mission, then maybe you should plan the mission differently. And now I like docking in orbit and transferring fuel, which seems a little bit better. Well, I think asparagus staging, as I understand it, it would be realistic if you could actually pump fuel as quickly as you would need to, which I don't think that's remotely possible. But I think the concept behind it, if you could like instantaneously transfer fuel, it would probably work the same. I find this game, well, I'm not an expert on orbital mechanics, but it's praised for being a pretty realistic game. I like it. I've decided that if and when I play Elite Dangerous again, because when I watched your videos, Tim, you're able to just maneuver so much better than I was able to. And I need to just change I need to get an ideal mouse sensitivity going on that, and it's not easy to figure out how to do that. Like, if you're doing symmetrical asparagus staging, how would that torque work? If it's happening on like a 180 degree plane, one side and then the exact opposite side, would that torque cancel out, or would it really have much of an effect? Well, I guess that's not asparagus staging, that's just onion staging, or whatever they call it. So you have like a pair of boosters or liquid fuel, you know, quote unquote boosters, and you have another pair next to them and another pair next to them. So it looks like you have 6, but it's really just 3 sets of 2. And instead of pumping, from one booster to the other booster, each one pumps inside, directly to the center rocket, center fuel tank. Then you might not have that torque, or the effects of it might not be detrimental. But I don't know. I mean, that's guessing. Sounds reasonable to me, but who knows? Hey, why don't I accelerate physics? Why wasn't I doing that this past 10 minutes or so? And I never did get gravity from Moho. May as well turn that on. Ooh, the northern sinkhole. That's the Moho. I'm above it. Gravity scan while high. While in space. While high. I'm not high. Gravity scan while in space high over Moho's northern sinkhole ridge. Yeah, let's do a joint elite stream where you stream it and I don't. I'll stream something else. You can see it, it's right here, I think. Did you have a good Independence Day? Yeah, we should do that sometime. Maybe like next Saturday. It would be hilarious. When it's showing you play, they'll just be pure domination, and they'll show me play, and I'll be like getting stuck in a solar system, not knowing where to go, and crashing. Like, how do you crash in space? There's nothing out there. I'll find a way. The Triceratops died? No! Was it named Sarah? Yeah, I could crash into other ships. Billy Cranston. Oh, that's the one you wanted me to name, and I tried to name it Amniocentesis Head. That was too many syllables. I mean, that was too many syllables. Oh, you did name it Catherine Zeta-Skon. Good job. We are orbiting Moho. I didn't expect to be able to do that when I launched. Not without a bunch of reverting to launch pad or hangar, or vehicle assembly building, I should say. And that's why I don't really need Kerbal Engineer. I don't even think that it calculates your Xenon Delta V. Yeah, me too. This launch, you know, call it good design, or whatever you want to call it. I'd call it like lucky design. I don't know. I mean, I tend to be, well, at least when .90 was, when I wasn't flipping my rockets over, I would do things like this and get pretty lucky. Until I used Kerbal Engineer, and then I knew if it would work or not. Why don't you stream ARC or put it on YouTube, and then I'll watch it. Yeah, we're gonna be going 720 or so meters per second when we're circular at about 70 to 90 kilometers. And the closer we get, the faster we'll go. Is it skipping bad, or is it, give me a general gameplay, maybe like a little tutorial, or just some, convince me to buy the game by playing it in a way that would make me want to buy the game, I guess. Well, I don't think you did that with Subnautica. I think you just showed me a video of it, but I want to see you do it. Talk about it, describe what you can do in the game, etc. Do a little mission or something you want to do that you've been wanting to do. Or just like what I'm going to do with Kerbal Space Program is pick up on the Elu mission, which is a months-old mission, and just kind of explain the way things have been going and what I've been trying to do, and see if I can't get to Elu. And that's it right there. Is this planet gonna rotate at all? So I'm gonna do a little trick that Scott Manley taught me. Not personally, but I don't know if it is. I thought it wasn't, but I guess it very well could be. Whatever. So I can only time accelerate so fast, but if I go to the whatever I went to, whatever this is called, tracking station, there's no limit on my ability to time accelerate. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a serious plane change adjustment here, because that's just gonna spin right there. No probalo. I have the Delta V. I have the technology. See? It'll go right over it. All it's gonna take is 5,000 Delta V. Kinda wish I could just target the mobile. If I had a flag there, I could target it. Okay, so let's do that. It's not tidally locked. Good to know. Okay, so that's why I was in surface mode. Oh, look, it's sliding over. Perfect. Perfect. It's a much better spot than what I wanted to do it from before, which would have had a 5,000 Delta V issue. 5,000 meter per second change or whatever. I don't know, I'm falling asleep here. I mean, I'm wide awake, but I can't think straight. Apparently, surface mode does not give you radial or normal vectors. Maybe radial, but not normal. And maybe not, I don't know. Not anti-normal or anti-radial or... Yeah, and that 5,000 meter per second change, I still would have had to... I mean, that would have sent me way off. I would have not been in orbit any longer. It's bedtime? Alright, well, we are going above the mohole. I'll be just leaving soon.
FTL. He's really you streaming FTL.
You streamed?
Half a flagship.
You didn't stream again?
Nobody's watching.
Well, it saves the video, though.
Cool friends.
I have one person watching my stream, I think.
That's more than me.
I guess. Yeah, I'll be leaving in a little bit. I'm gonna be leaving in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna crash into the mohole. I'm gonna land. I don't need to crash. Alright, let's do this. So, no coffee for me. Yeah. Thanks. See you next time. I will not be leaving until I get to the mohole. But that'll be it, and it'll probably be a crash, and then I'll be done for the night. Like I said, I have a long drive ahead of me. An hour and 15 minutes. It's so cool down here. It's so hot up there. Mm-hmm. Well, of course I'm crashing in the name of science. I'm going to crash and still do the seismic accelerometer somehow. I'll figure it out. Like if things break off but those are still intact, I don't know. That probably wouldn't be the case, but maybe all these tanks and everything below breaks off. I have the probe and some batteries and solar panels, which I'll be deep down underneath the surface, so those won't work. But if I can do one seismic data transmission, that would totally be awesome. Do ARC. Well, and if you can't get Subnautica to not be so choppy, then I guess there's no point, but you may as well do ARC next, not Subnautica. I don't like how this is going. We're coming in hot. We are coming in hot. There's no way this is going to end in anything but disaster here. And we're missing. No. 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 It was hilarious. Oh. Mission failed. Hey, we're in it. As long as the camera's in it, then that counts, right? And I only needed 623.3 more meters per second. Is it too late to abort? I got pretty close. I mean, we knew I wasn't going to be able to land. I would have liked to at least crash inside of it. That would have been pretty cool, but that was my first launch of that ship I had just designed, and we got science out of it. Not enough to unlock anything, but I think that's going to do it for me for the night. Thanks for watching, all one of you out there, and stay classy.